Yo, 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 it's Barbie K in the building, and if you're watching this, it's because you know a pee-wee. We're going to jump right into it. Lilith in the what? 6th house. What is the zodiac ruler of this house? Virgo, what planet rules the zodiac sign? Mercury, what does Mercury deal with? Communication, mentality, adaptability, mental patterns, thinking patterns, things of that nature. We're going to jump right into it. So your upbringing. I got some notes right here. We're going to be going off that, right? So, there's a good chance that when you were growing up, your family probably dealt with financial issues, issues with their bills, things of that nature, right? So this could have played out in a couple of different ways. So one way it could have played out is, say, for example, your parents, they couldn't handle all the bills on their own, so you probably had to take up an extra job to help your family out, right? And so, things of that nature. However, it could have played out a different way. You could have been in a situation to where maybe your parents had the money to pay the bills and things like that, but they just were really never around. So you had to actually take on more of the parental role for your brothers and sisters, things like that, right? So you could have been the oldest of your brothers and sisters, and you had to, like I said, take on the mother or father role, had to get them dressed, get them ready for school while getting yourself ready for school. You were still a child, you know what I'm saying? So you had to grow up. You had to grow up really fast, you know what I'm saying? So with Virgo being over this house, right? You naturally want to be of service to others. So it's nothing for you to just jump up. And it's nothing for most kids to just jump up and want to help their parents. You love your parents, you love your family, right? But with Virgo, this is a little bit more pronounced. You actually, you gain fulfillment from helping your family members. You want to be of service to your family. You love your family. You know what I'm saying? So it helped you to have a more mature mindset, but it caused you to grow up. It caused you to grow up at probably a lot faster than your peers, right? That were your age, right? So let's jump into your gifts. So, like I said, with you having to grow up so fast, it gave you an ability to be adaptable. Because like I said, you're a child, right? You have to immediately adapt to that. If your parents are gone and your brothers and sisters are there and they need to get help, who's gonna help them? You're the oldest, you need to help them. Or say, for example, if they're you got to take up another job to help your family members out. You have to be adaptable. You have to adapt, or you guys will starve. You know what I'm saying? Or you guys would be without shelter, things like that, right? So that naturally made you an adaptable person. So when you take that into the work field, or you take that into the business, whatever business you want to start, or whatever job you go into, people know they can depend on you because you're adaptable, and you're also, which brings me into my next point, very intelligent and precise thinkers. If somebody puts you in charge of a project, they know that it's going to get done. And they know it's going to get done right because, like I said, Virgo is a very precise and critical thinker. So you get things down to the T, you get it done right. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that might rub other people wrong a little bit if you kind of come off a little bit like you are a know-it-all. But as long as you have awareness of, people, and just understanding what works for other people and what doesn't work for this person, you know what I'm saying? Just pretty much having an emotional awareness with, say, for example, you can't talk to a person who's a little bit more, has more of a sensitive temperament. The way you come off with information to them may be different than if you were to say the same thing to a person with more tougher skin, I'd say. Not making anybody better, oh, they're sensitive, this, that, and the third, but it's just, it may come off a certain type of way to other people. So just be aware of that, you know what I'm saying? Even though you're a really good worker and you get things done, understand that other people might not do well with you being so critical on them, you know what I'm saying? Which that brings me, I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but I just want to say that because that's very important, right? Okay. Like I said, you tend towards rationality over emotion, so you can hurt people's feelings sometimes. You may come off a little bit harsh, a little brutal, you know what I'm saying? So just, again, be aware of that tendency. But like I said, because you come off, you tend towards rationality over emotion, you're able to get a lot of things done. There is a drawback to that, and that's just pretty much, like I said, not having an emotional awareness. But when things hit the fan, people know they can come to you to get things done and get things done right, without all the extra being stressed out about it. Matter of fact, you may be stressed out, but you're able to keep a level head while everybody may be losing theirs. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing when I said with Lilith in the 10th house, with Capricorn, hard workers want to get things done. And people can depend on you for that, but you can come off as brutal. You can come off as you just being overly critical and thinking your way is the right way. Your way is not always the right way. There are multiple ways to do things most of the time. You know what I'm saying? So, again, very dependable, very grounded. Again, I'm going to keep driving this home because this is a big gift of having Lilith in this house. People know that they can depend on you to get things done. And it might not even just be in the workforce. It could be in your family. It could be in a relationship. You're a devoted life partner. And people just want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? People know that they can depend on you, even if it's for that. It may not be necessarily for the emotional aspect of it all the way, but you know how to. I'd say you know how to give information out to where it's understandable and digestible. I'm gonna just say that, right? So when you get in these situations to where, say for example, it's a situation where you're in a relationship, right, and you guys just maybe having some issues and things like that, you're the type of person, you know, you can work that problem out with your partner in a sensible way, right? And instead of it getting to a point where y'all having a screaming match against each other, you know what I'm saying? Though again, you can be a little bit critical, so watch that, but you have that strength. And so these are just some of your gifts. I'm not even naming everything, but just know that you're a dependable person, very intelligent, very precise thinker. You get straight to the point, you get things done, and people can depend on you. However, just be aware that sometimes you can come off as rude, snide. Understand that. It's just awareness. Just awareness, okay? Now for your challenges. Virgo is big on this, right? I don't know, my voice just went out. That was crazy. Virgo is big on this. Let's get back to the topic at hand, right? Virgo is big on overthinking. When you're having Lilith in this house, it's a lot of mental, what's the word? A lot of mental fireworks going on, if you will, right? So that could lead you prone to overthinking everything. Am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? Am I doing this person right? Am I doing this, that, the third? You know what I'm saying? Which can lead you to being stressed out, having headaches, and just being, you don't want to do anything because you're just so stressed out. You can drain your mental. You be mentally exhausted. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware of that. Be aware of the fact that you can't overthink yourself literally into a damn near aneurysm. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware, right? You can be overly judgmental and very critical towards others. Like I said, you go back to the workplace, you go back to relationships, go back to your family, right? So, say for example, when you having to take care of your brothers and sisters, right? So you have to be damn near their caretaker, right? Once you get older and now they're fending for themselves, you may feel unconsciously that like you have a right to what they should do. You may be very critical towards them and things like that. That could push your family members away from you because you think that your way is right. Like I said, it's about awareness. Your way is not always the right way. Even if you see your brother or sisters or whoever, your friends doing things that you feel like it's not right in your eyes, have a conversation with them. Don't just automatically go to being critical. Like you shouldn't be, and I wouldn't do that after you making like little side, you know what I'm saying, remarks and stuff like that. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants to be around a person like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can fall into that with Virgo being in this house. So just be aware of that, okay? You can be prone to trying to be a perfectionist. You'll never be perfect. You'll never be perfect. You can strive towards being better every single day, but you'll never be perfect. Strive towards being a better person every single day. You'll never be perfect. Nothing will ever be perfect. Listen to me. You'll never be perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay. Virgos a lot of times have a hard time with this because they just want everything to be this. You having Lilith in this house is no different. You want to be perfectionist. Even go to your body. You being damn near hypochondriac. You wanting just everything to be perfect, and I gotta work out this, that, and the third. I can't eat this. I can't eat this. I can't eat. You don't even want to have a piece of apple pie because you just in your head. It's okay to have a workout plan. It's okay to have things set in place so you can get to where you want to get to. But don't stress yourself out to the point again overthinking to where you just are mentally exhausted. You know what I'm saying? Awareness. I'm gonna keep saying that. Awareness, right? Okay. This is a big one. You can see your coworkers as enemies. So you in the workplace, right? Yeah, you may have enemies, but I'm gonna say this: it doesn't help with you projecting on them. It doesn't help make the situation better with you being negative towards the people in your workplace, right? If it is a situation where people in your workplace are being negative and things like that, don't add to it. Take the higher road. Or move on. Take the higher road. No, I'll say this. Take the higher road and look towards another work opportunity if it just gets too heated for you. And you're just like, I can't take it. go somewhere else. Put in application somewhere else. But don't add into that, because you're gonna get karma for whatever you put out, right? We already know that. All right. You may be overly self-sufficient. You may feel like you just need to be super independent and you don't need anybody, because like I said, your upbringing taught you to be self-sufficient, taught you to grow up fast, right? However, once you get older, right? Once you get older, you got to understand something that's very important. You're going to need people. You're going to need somebody. You need somebody. Everybody needs somebody. You're going to need somebody. People who say, I don't need anybody, do you understand that's a trauma response? That's a trauma response. You don't need anyone. Come on, let's be honest. I'm not trying to talk down on you, but no, everybody needs somebody. You need somebody sometimes. You do. You do. Whether it's your mom, your brother, your sister, a family member, a friend that you can just call and just vent to sometimes. You need somebody. So just, like I said, be aware. I'm going to keep driving that home. You may overwork yourself. Or you may not want to work, because it's different sides of the coin with displacement. But 9 times out of 10, you probably want to work super hard, or you just don't really want to work at all. You know what I'm saying? So you can be overly working, you can be an overworker, or you could be a person who's just all the time lazy. It's always good to just find that balance. Don't sway too much to either side. Balance, awareness. Yeah, all right. Okay, I'm gonna go to my tips, right? So my tips: learn to relax. Take up some type of meditation. Take up some, even if you're not quote unquote meditating, doing all this, and you can just literally just go. If you like fishing, go fishing by yourself and just chill. Chill in your room, listen to some music. Find something, whether it's 15 minutes a day, 10, 15 minutes a day. Find yourself some time to just ground yourself and be, to calm yourself down. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you're prone to overthinking, prone to just having, I gotta do this. Calm down, relax. It's gonna be okay. Make a plan, set it, but also set aside time to relax, okay? All right. Balance the practical and the spiritual. Because you value rationality over emotion, you may not find value in things that are grounded in more of the spiritual realms, right? You may find things that are more grounded in the earthly realms, like, just stable things. You find things that are more grounded physically. You find those to have more value, right? So you may turn away people. But I'm 9 times out of 10, you watching this video right now, you obviously are down with the spirituality, all right? Because this is just that, right? With some practicality. That's what I'm about, okay? So just, again, awareness. Balance the physical, and then balance the spiritual. Balance, okay? All right. I'm going to say this because this placement, a lot of times, like I was saying before, you may have issues with people not like you in the workplace, and you just might be fed up. Like, I don't want to do this no more. Work for yourself. I get it. You can't automatically just jump out and work for yourself, but you need to figure out a plan to where you can start working for yourself in the future, right? Okay? So I would push entrepreneurship. Is that the right way you say that? Yeah, I would push entrepreneurship on all of y'all. Everybody, honestly. I feel like everybody should be working towards working for themselves, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day, whole nother can of worms, right? But yeah, you need to be working for yourself, or you need to be figuring out a way that you can work for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I want to drive that home too. You need to be figuring out a way that you can work for yourself. Figure it out. Because the problem is in the workplace, I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of times it's just not going to get better. It's not going to get better. Even if it's a cool situation, this is just my opinion. You don't want to work for somebody the whole rest of your life. You don't. I don't think anybody wants to. And if you do, that's fine. But I know y'all don't with this placement. I know you don't. So work for yourself. Work on working for yourself if you can. You know what I'm saying? Work that job. If it's too much, like I said, find another job, but work that job. In the meantime, when you get home, you need to be working on what you want to, you know what I'm saying, what you want to be getting your streams of income from, okay? So work for yourself. All right. Engage in things that enhance your gifts. You have a critical eye for detail. You are very dependable. You're very intelligent. You're a very precise thinker. Get into something that will involve that. So say, for example, if you're into, if you're into cars, okay, start you a car shop. Be working on it, even if you don't have the tools right now. Like I said, work your job and then be doing research. Be doing research after work. After you do your 9 to 5, do your research. Get involved. Shadow somebody who's a mechanic. Just things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? If you're a painter, shadow somebody who's painting. Get information to figure out how you can get into what you want to get to. And you guys are really good at that. You guys are really good at being grounded and practical. Okay? But like I said, it's a balance. Don't forget about that spiritual side, okay? Don't forget about those little synchronicities around you that tell you, hey, listen, go here. If you quiet your mind in meditation or something that just get quiet, oh, you'll start to get the signs. But you have to give the universe a chance. You got to give God a chance. If you don't, you won't hear anything because you're just so loud. Everything around you so loud. You too swayed by this and that. This, not what this person think. This, that, and the third. Oh, I hate this person at the job. This, that, and the third. Why people keep doing me like this? Why my family member doing that? They know they wrong for that. You worried about the wrong stuff. Focus on yourself. Balance. All right. And this is my last thing. Again, I'm gonna drive this home. Rationality is not always the answer. Some things can't be explained rationally or logically. That's just not how it works. Some things cannot be explained logically. You have to trust in the universe. Get quiet, and God will reveal his plans to you. His or her, whoever you believe God is, this, that, and the third, right? The universe will reveal its plans to you, but you gotta get quiet. You gotta sit and listen. You gotta sit and listen sometimes. Take 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. I know I said 15. Take 5 to 10 minutes. If that's too much for you, just take 5 to 10 minutes a day and just sit in quiet so you can hear what the universe wants. You can't hear anything when you always, like I said, you always just running around this, that, the third. Come on. You better than that. And you know God pulling at your heart. A lot of y'all is called to entrepreneurship. Gotta stop being scared. You know what? I ain't gonna say stop being scared. I'm gonna say go with the fear. Go with the fear. False evidence appearing real. Yeah, you heard that. I hope I helped y'all out. It's your boy RBK in the building. Hey, you got the tools. You didn't need me. I'm just a vessel. Okay? Let's keep going, man. Let's get this money. Let's style up. Let's be better. Not for everybody else, but for ourselves. And remember, you're not broken, so you don't gotta fix a doggone thing. I love you. I love the hell out of you. Real talk. Hey, it's your boy RBK in the building, man. Let's go.